Long ago, in a small village surrounded by tall baobab trees, there lived a clever but very greedy tortoise named Ijapa. Everyone in the village knew him, not for kindness, but for his tricks. One year, a great famine struck the land. Crops failed, rivers dried up, and hunger spread everywhere. The animals struggled daily just to find a little food. One afternoon, a group of birds gathered near Ijapa's hut. They were chirping excitedly. "There is a feast in the sky," one bird said. "The sky people have invited all birds to come and eat." Ijapa's ears perked up immediately. A feast? With plenty of food? He could not miss that. But there was one problem. Ijapa could not fly. So he came up with a plan. "My dear friends," Ijapa said sweetly, "we are all suffering from hunger. Please, take me with you to the sky. I would be very grateful." The birds looked at each other. They were kind-hearted, so they agreed. Each bird gave Ijapa one feather. With these feathers, he made himself wings. Before they left, Ijapa said, "In our tradition, we must all take new names for such an important journey. My name will be all of you." The birds didn't think much of it. They all chose names too, and together they flew up into the sky. When they arrived, the sky people welcomed them warmly. Delicious food was placed on a long table: yams, fruits, soups, everything you could imagine. A voice announced, "This food is for all of you." Before anyone could move, Ijapa jumped forward and said, "Ah, you heard them, the food is for me, because my name is all of you." And he began to eat, and eat, and eat. The birds watched in shock as Ijapa devoured almost everything, leaving them with barely anything. They were angry, very angry. When it was time to return to Earth, the birds quietly took back their feathers, one by one. Ijapa begged, "Please, how will I get down?" But the birds ignored him and flew away. Now alone in the sky, Ijapa looked down and saw the earth far below. He called out to his wife, "Bring out all the soft things in the house, pillows, mats, anything, to break my fall." His wife gathered everything soft she could find and spread them outside. But the birds, still angry, whispered to her, "He said you should bring out all the hard things instead." Confused, she replaced the soft items with hard objects: stones, mortar, and wood. Ijapa jumped. Crash! His shell broke into many pieces. Luckily, a kind doctor in the village gathered the pieces and glued them back together. But from that day on, Ijapa's shell was never smooth again. That is why, even today, the tortoise's shell is rough and cracked. Moral of the story: greed and trickery may bring short-term gain, but they always lead to consequences.